Everybody, we are back. It is Taped Online, your favorite podcast, favorite channel, favorite everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also, follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me, at Glenn Rockney for Glenn. Did you change to Glendoza, Glenn?
It's the username. I might switch to the handle. We'll see.
Oh,
We'll see what happens.
all right.
It's a new era. It's a new era.
All right, exactly. All right. At pandasups.com, discount code TDL for 25% off. Also, you make sure you hit your QR code as well at Homage. Hit the QR code. Boom. The QR code gets you this cool Mendoza shirt, the old school Mendoza shirt right there, man. Looking like a 1990s quarterback right there, man. So make sure you hit this QR code. Boom. Make sure you get that. Save that. Bam, 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 bam right there. And then come back to the Mendoza shirt right there. And then, make sure you hit the TDL store, right? We got to do our giveaways today. Of course, do the $1.99 giveaway. What should we do today?
Oh, gosh. What should we do today? Let's see. Summertime's coming up. It's going to be hot. Yeah. Tank top, maybe?
Yeah, I'm thinking tank top, too. Let's do a tank top. And tank top and let's see what else we got here. Let's just do the t-shirt. Tank top and the t-shirt.
All right.
Tank top and the t-shirt today. So it's $1.99. I'm pretty sure people already might have the tank top and t-shirt, but you never know, man. Get you a tank top. You go to the beach with it. You know what I'm saying? It's vacation time. The kids are out of school. You know what I'm saying? You got kids. Time to take them to the beach. Rock a TDL tank top right before you get in that water. You know what I mean? So $1.99 for the TDL tank top. And we'll do the t-shirt as well to round out the show. And also we're doing the best Raiders play since 2020, man. So I'm excited about that. We got
2000.
2000, my bad. But it's going to be exciting because we got the final 8 here. It's going to be interesting to see who wins these matchups. It's going to be super interesting.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the one of the clips you posted. A lot of people sharing like end zone views of the Terrell Pryor run. That was kind of cool. It's just kind of cool to see people kind of give their perspective on that. A lot of people thought we were out of context. They thought we thought that was the best play. Now it could still win. It could still win. The contest is not over, but we got a long way to go.
Exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see who how this ends up, man. It's because me and Matt were talking about it while we were recording the show. And he was a little, bothered that we're gonna have Mac versus Harris in the quarterfinals. He was like, I feel like that wasn't seated right." But it was super hard to seat these things, man. I was just staring at this thing like, man, what is the best play, right? Yeah. But we got Ronald Curry, Jacoby Ford, McFadden versus Denver, Rod Whitson pick 6, Terrell Pryor versus Jacobs, 86-yard. And Harris 99 versus Mac pick 6, so it's gonna be exciting. I think we're gonna get this one going here. How you feeling, Glenn? How you feeling?
Pretty good. Just been taking in some of the, OTAs news, kind of trying to parse through what's real, what's not. I guess we'll talk a little bit about that today. Yeah. It's always interesting to see the people kind of really just go, yeah, I told you so, or maybe I didn't. Oh, that's not real, or something. It's always a classic time of year where people are starving for what they perceive to be as like truth or previews to what the season's going to be. And funny thing is, the Raiders change coaches all the time. Yeah. So we're constantly in the install year, and I'd like to talk about this at some point today, but in the pressers, you just hear does it feel different? Everybody talks about it. Does it feel different? I'm like, man, we ask this question every year, don't we?
Yes, they do.
It might even feel different this year. And I probably answer that it does every single year, but it is funny that I can't wait till that doesn't matter anymore. I can't wait till where it feels, I don't want it to feel different. I can't wait to where it's like, nope, more of the same. We're contenders.
Yeah, somebody should ask. Are you get tired of it that this feels different, or is it that same question over and over again? Somebody should ask.
Oh, our beat writers really have dropped the ball in these press conferences. I know you're not going to get like really candid answers, but my goodness, like it's not just the usual suspects. Everybody's asking these just like really, like, is he all ball? Is this guy all ball, or is he just something that it's like, man, figure something else, just something else. How about the offseason? What did you do this offseason? Why do you look different? Like the strength and conditioning. Every time about how jacked Trey Tucker looked, and
Yeah.
nobody asked him what he was doing that was different or anything. I don't know. Like, just pick something that isn't just the same question over and over again.
Yeah, they need something. They need something. But to be honest, like nobody wants the truth because I don't know if you saw the JJ McCarthy thing going around.
Yeah.
JJ. They were mad at JJ because he didn't lie like Kyler Murray. So
yeah, was he supposed to? Why is he supposed to lie? The guy's brought in to take his job.
I didn't understand that either. Like people were pissed at his answer, but he just basically told the truth. He was like, "Yeah, we're not friends." He sits to the other side of the classroom. I said the other one. It's kind of like high school, right? We're in the same class.
I like it. I would hate it if he was like, "That's my." I love him. I love the guy they brought in, the smaller guy that they brought in to because I'm not doing very well. What?
It just Kyler made it seem like they're best friends. Like, yeah, man. We hang out all the time, and we push ideas to each other. Like he had the most football answer of all time. JJ's like, yeah, man. He sits on the other side, and I sit over here. So
yeah,
that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, be like Kyler sits over there in his high chair. High chair and smear. He has to crawl up to the desk and stuff like that, and I'm sitting here like a man.
Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so people don't even want the truth. To be honest, that's why press conferences are kind of stupid to me because like we really don't want these guys to kind of tell us the truth because if they do, then it's a headline and it's shocking. Like, oh, he's not your best friend. Like I thought you just tell us you like him. Like they get all offended and shit. Like it's weird. It's weird to me because literally that's like he literally just told the truth. Like he literally was like, yeah, man, we're not cool.
Yeah. Well, first off, we just met.
Yeah.
First off, it's not like I go way back with this guy. Like,
Yeah, man. We've been going back and forth since like I was in college, man. He used to reach out to me. I was at Michigan. That's what they wanted to say. Like, so he's a great guy.
Yeah, Mendoza. I see people making the Mendoza and Cousins compared. Not even close to the same thing. Kirk Cousins has made almost $500 million playing football. He's in his swan song era. Probably got a couple, maybe this year and another after that, where he even has a chance to be looked at as a starter for a short period of time. He's chilling.
Yeah.
If Kirk Cousins loses the job to Fernando Mendoza, he's not going to freak out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not to say he's not a competitor or anything. He's just he knows what time it is.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray and JJ McCarthy are both fighting for the same exact thing. Like Kyler Murray needs another chance, and JJ's like, I'm not trying to play for the Birmingham UFL team.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm trying really hard. I don't want to play for the Houston Gamblers next year.
Yeah. I don't want to play for the DC Defenders.
Yeah. I don't want to have drunk Ted Ginn coaching me. Ted Ginn had the Migos glasses on the sideline. I'm like, oh, you're drunk right now. I was watching this game. He had the Migos, like the Wild Wild West Migos glasses, and I was like, oh, he's either super hungover or drunk. Right? I think he just got a DUI.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, so that's why press conferences are funny. Like, it really just shows that, like, because you should have said something funny, like, yeah, man, he has to be able to play Call of Duty sometimes, but I'm watching film at the crib, and I'm like, Kyler, I don't want to do that. So, I just want to hang out and watch some film. But sometimes he plays Call of Duty, and I don't know what they want him to say. Like, it's funny. That reaction was just hilarious to me. Like,
that was great.
We were mad at him. I'm like, yo. You should have asked him first, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. I like it. Go win the job. Now shock the world. Win the job.
Yeah, because they want you to win the job. They do deep down.
I see. I don't think they do. I don't think they do. Yeah, I think they're done with him. I think O'Connell's like, man, there's no reason I should ever even be looked at as like not that good of a coach right now. And JJ's like the only reason he's not looked at as like the top coach in the NFL. Yeah. And I bet you he's they're kind of hoping he I'm sure they wouldn't hate it if he had a great camp. Yeah. But I think he's like, Kyler, save me. I need another Sam Darnold. I need another like reclamation project. Like one that comes to like play the hits.
Yeah, because how much is Kyler going to save you though? You know what I mean? To what point?
I'm not super high on him on the Vikings at all. But they were 9-8 with JJ last year, so
Yeah.
they still might be a damn good team. I don't think it's going to be some like unlock the offense kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways,
man. Well, we got OTAs happening right now. That's supposed to be what we're going to talk about mostly today because that's all we got right now is little OTAs. I already see some O'Connell hype in there. Yes, I did get a new camera. I did. And
talking about your lighting, they said this is the most lighting you've ever had.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you look airbrushed. Like it almost looks like R.I.P. Marcus.
It's that 4K, dog. I'm in 4K right now.
Yeah, it's like an airbrush T-shirt.
I'm in 4K right now, dog. You know what I'm saying? This is TDL 4K here. But yeah, we're talking about O'Connell is having a good little practice there. But how you feeling, Glenn? How you feeling right now, man?
Yeah, no, the team is you know, I like what I've been hearing from camp. Where's Nakobe Dean? Not sure. That's the one thing. I'm kind of like, where's he at? We already doing some, I'm just a little worried about his health, and they got him for a little cheaper than I thought they'd get him for. So I'm just like, okay, just not like super worried, but just kind of like put a little bookmark on that one. If that becomes a problem later, I like what they're doing with McCoy. Besides the punt return thing, I still don't get that, but the Alex Guerrero, Jermod McCoy thing, sign me up. They kind of have him on a kind of snap count. Offense seems to be looking good. I've heard some really good comments on Genty. I think Genty's had a full NFL offseason. I think people are saying he's got a little bit more burst, which I never thought was an issue with him, but the more the better, I guess.
Yeah.
And Brock is the guy. I mean, Brock. I think everybody's just talking about how sick Brock Bowers is. Both quarterbacks, doesn't matter. Everybody, like 89 is that guy.
Yeah. Is this better, guys? You guys say I was looking blurry. Is this better? Now that I just turned the light off.
I thought the airbrush T-shirt thing was cool. I don't know. I think the chat is the chat wins here, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Does this look better, guys? You don't have to. It's not as bright because it doesn't. I don't have to have the same lighting like I did before. So with the other camera, I had to have like the serious lighting to make sure that I didn't look dark as hell. But it looks fine like this. So, so your picture looks blurry. Yeah.
Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
I don't know. It works for me. I can see you. I can see you. It's fine. I know. This is just a Mac desktop camera. I don't know what to say. I mean, yeah. This is just it is crispy. I hate to be that guy.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's funny. It's a new camera, so I mean, I could put the other camera in.
Damn, they said wipe the lens. They said your lens is musty and dusty. Nah, it wasn't that. You look the same.
Yeah, I look the same, right?
I was gonna say, don't call him grimy. Don't say Marcus has a grimy computer. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, see, it's the room's not bright enough, but then I made it bright. Does it look better now? Like
that actually looks. I think that looks good. How you have it right there. Just this to me. I say block the haters out at this point. This is me and you. This looks good.
Yeah. Because I mean, as I said, that's what I was asking. Because I mean, that's why I have the light on, so you kind of see me. There you go.
We would prefer to see you. Yeah, we would prefer to see you and be bright. So, did you take the plastic off of it?
I mean, I did. I mean, not the plastic.
That would be really funny. That would be really funny. Little cheesecloth over it, yeah,
or something. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this looks good.
This looks good to me.
Okay.
I mean, this looks good.
Okay. All right. We're good. Got the camera fixed here. Yeah. Thanks for the input, guys. That's what we're here. We're in a state. It wasn't focusing right at the start. Okay. That's probably what it was.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, you got OTAs. I mean, really nothing is really going on too much. I mean, we really just have a, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of a slow period at this point. It's really, I mean, because minicamp hasn't really started, and we don't guys don't even have pads on, but like it's just such a slow damn period right now.
One thing I like is that, and I said this last time. I don't know if everybody agreed with this, but I kind of like that Kubiak's running like a "you guys stink" training camp. Like we stink. There's no dap up celebration stuff. We're not running out in a big plastic ball. We're not going to have Oz the Mentalist on. We're not going to do any of this stuff. Like, you guys stink. And you notice around the league, I think right now everybody's so pro player and like content brained. I think still the best coaches in the league are dickheads.
Yeah.
I don't think Sean McVay is like a nice coach. Like, I don't think I think he has his guys that he likes, but I don't think his practices are like, I don't think his practices are like Pete Carroll wrestling people practices.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he does that. Kyle Shanahan does not seem like a nice guy at all in any way, shape, or form.
No.
I mean, who am I missing? I think you have Harbaugh, who's kind of like in the middle. He's kind of like a player's coach, but I think he's a hard ass too. You'd have to think. I think this is football, and I'm glad the Raiders have that now, because the last two Raiders coaches, which it's only been 2 years since we're the last two Raiders coaches, Antonio Pierce and Pete Carroll. You know, at the time it seems fun, smoking cigars in the locker room, doing all of these things. Kubiak's like, you guys won 3 games last year, and you guys haven't been good for 20 years. Let's cut the crap. Mike McDonald, where he just can't. Mike McDonald's a prick.
Yeah, he is.
He's a prick. If you ever hear him interview, he's got a dry sense of humor. It's kind of funny. But he was talking about conditioning. He's like still trying to make guys throw up, like at practice. He's like one of those guys. And I noticed Kubiak's like that too. Kubiak's a big conditioning guy, which I like as well. This is nice.
Yeah. Kubiak's an asshole for sure. I mean, just the Mendoza comment was.
People don't think that was serious. I saw the comments on the video when we were riffing on that. And people were like, "Oh, he smirked at that." I'm like, okay,
dog. He has them earning their shields. Has that ever happened before? Like, just think about that. Like,
I know.
I've never heard that before. I didn't know that was a thing. Like what is this, college football? Is this Ohio State? Like, we're just earn a sticker.
That's one of those things where if they're good, great. If they're bad, that one comes back. Oh, you made them earn. Coach spent way too much time making them earn their shield. These are grown men, you know, like that one. The media, that's little chum in the water of the Sharks. But if they're good, it's like other teams are going to copy you on that.
Yeah.
And so it's just going to be interesting, because I'm just looking around the league. I'm like, the coaches that I would want to coach the Raiders, they're not nice guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they're affable if you like go out to dinner and stuff like that. But for the most part, like when it's, you know, in between the sidelines, like on the field, like these guys are maniacs. And I think with the Raiders too, I was just thinking about this the other day. The spy tech, and not to go back to Carroll, but I think we have to a little bit to contextualize what I'm saying here. Carroll wanted to run this loose kind of like, I'm your best bud, like 12 rules of life, like we're going to get through this together kind of thing. But spy tech was drafting these like football junkie guys like that. And it's clear he's continued with that. The Traden Stukes, these guys are ball players, and they're high character guys, but they have fun playing football is how they have fun, like playing intense football. So it's like, you can tell it was even less of a match last year than even, you know, we were thinking, where you just have this coach who's like, you know, wrestling everybody. You got to let me win at wrestling, and then you might get some snaps, you know, like just all of these things, when it's just like, no, like you're having fun living your dream. I'm living my dream. We don't need to be like, Kubiak made the comment, and this one was 100% serious, where he was like, the dap up after a nice play. He was like, that took way too long.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not doing that.
Yeah, that's just my thing, man. It's like they need that type of coach, though. That's what they have to have. And that type of coach, just like, especially since he's an offensive coach, he's gonna get a little bit of like at least 3 years, right? Unless they go like 3-14 back to back, and it's just awful, which we don't expect. But that's how bad it would be for him to get fired year 2, right? I mean, year 1 is clean, especially with Mendoza. You see any growth if they go like 6-11 this year and then go 9-8, you know, in 2027, people are still gonna be hype about 2028, because it's gonna be Mendoza year 3, Kubiak year 3. Right. You're expecting some fireworks at that point. So, you know, maybe it happens year 2, maybe it happens this year. We don't know.
Could be.
But you know, just because you know how the offense is gonna be moving, and how I think he's going to be using Brock Bowers, which I think is kind of the biggest story at OTAs, in my opinion, is just every single tweet is about Brock Bowers.
Yeah, he's healthy, man. I mean, he's healthy now. That knee thing. I mean, you look at last year, like horrible, historically bad offense, knee injury that kind of lingered into. He still was like, I know it's his fantasy production, but like it still means something in terms of production on the field. He was still like what, third, like tight end 3 in fantasy last year.
Yeah.
He missed games and was like not healthy for a lot of them. In that Jaguars game, he came back, and when he was like back, you're like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy, and I think Kubiak like loves him. I think he the football robot from heaven thing. That was like, that came from the heart.
It did.
That came from the heart. He was like, I love that this guy has no like interest in life. Because if you ever hear Brock Bowers talk, I mean, I'm no disrespect to him. It's nothing.
He is all football.
They'll be like, the people try to get Brock to open up. They're like, did you see like that show on net? Do you watch like Love Island, Brock? Brock's like, my girlfriend has it on, and I don't know. I don't know, man. Like that, like it's like what the most you'll get out of it. And he's like, ask me something else, please. And then when they're like, how's Tyler Linderbaum? He's awesome.
Yeah,
they'll just like, that's when he's excited to talk to you, and that's like Kubiak's like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's my type of guy. And that's my type of guy, too. And that's the type of guy that belongs in Vegas.
Exactly. All football. Because I was dying when they tried to ask him about Love Island. He just goes, lobby, I guess. Do the lobby.
I know. Yeah. He's just like, it catches him off guard, and he looks so uncomfortable when people ask him that kind of stuff.
Happy Friday to the TDL fam. Let's fucking go. Kubiak has an old school mindset. Will it translate well with this locker room? I mean, if it doesn't, they'll find new players. Let's say that.
Spytek's drafting the type of guys that this works for. That's what I was trying to get at with that Carroll thing. Is they weren't drafting Carroll guys, not so much in terms of guys Pete Carroll likes, but I think guys that just vibe with Pete Carroll. Like it was just a complete disconnect. I think right now they're drafting, like Spytek is drafting the football junkie guys. That's Stooks, Mendoza, all of these guys are just like, it's football all day, all day. So I think it's going to happen. I don't know when they're going to start winning. I just know, man, if Kubiak you'll know when you see it. I think like even year one, like even if they win like 5 games, you'll just see kind of certain aspects. They're competitive. They're just not there yet. They don't have the roster, but they're battling. They're confident. They're playing with a certain swagger. Everybody knows the Autumn Wind song, right? Like you start hearing elements of that. And that's when you go, okay, I think we might have Kubiak for like at least 8 to 10 years. And if that happens, it's like, so what that's going to do for this team, just the continuity at head coach is so sick. Like I cannot wait. I'm very confident that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's the quarterback and offensive coordinator coach combination that just makes this so exciting. Because if you're right, because if it works, it's 10 years of them together.
Yeah. I mean, it could be more. Like you can't actually put it. That's the thing is like you can't really put a ceiling on it, and that's kind of cool with the Raiders. The last few years we've had Antonio Pierce and like Gardner Minshew, and you're like, you never know. Like they could, like all the stars could align, and that could create a wild card weekend team once. And then maybe they build off that and get a quarterback and whatever. It's so many hypotheticals, but I think the core tools are already in Vegas right now, where it's Mendoza and Kubiak, and then some nice pieces around them. The rest of it is up to John Spytek. And we don't know if Mendoza's the guy, but so far what are people's reservations right now? Now that there's nothing he did in the last 2 weeks that would tell you he's not.
Yeah, because has he thrown an interception? Okay.
No, Kirk Cousins has, because he tried to scramble.
He was scrambling, and
that's what Q Myers said. Shout out Q. That's a guy I really would love to get on this show, man. Just for like 20 minutes, like Q pop into Friday Night Live for 20 minutes. I bet you we could. I bet we could break him a little bit out of his media mindset. I bet you we could break him. I bet we could get him on some other stuff. Yeah, it would be really funny. But anyways, he was saying Kirk Cousins tried to scramble and turn into like an athlete, and then throw a pick to Jeremy Chin, and you agree with me on this. I love Todd Monken's comment on throwing picks in 7-on-7. By the way, side note, Todd Monken, other than Clint Kubiak, might be my favorite head coach right
Yeah.
now. I am all in on Todd Monken on the Browns. I don't know if it's going to win anything, but I want him to be the coach there until he dies because he's the man. His quotes are unbelievable. But Kirk Cousins throwing a pick on 7-on-7. Mendoza just looking clean, throwing deep balls to Malik Benson in stride.
Yeah.
That's definitely, I'm not saying it gets Mendoza the job, but that's definitely, if there's no way Kubiak watched Kirk Cousins throw a pick in 7-on-7 and went, shit, damn it. Is Kirk cooked? Like, I don't know. He might not be thinking that, but that's there a little bit.
Because the thing is, I did the EJ Williams breakdown too, and me and Matt were talking about on that show is he has in the preseason he's gonna have EJ Williams, right? And him and EJ Williams have been playing together, right? For last year they played all together, especially early in the season. In the red zone that was his go-to guy. So, who's Mendoza gonna throw the ball to in the preseason? He's gonna throw the ball to Williams no matter what. He's gonna be looking at him, right? And he already has that connection with him. Knows where he likes the football. I think that's going to make him play well, especially in the preseason. I think Mendoza is going to eat those guys up because he's just so good pre-snap, and they're playing this vanilla ass coverage. He's going to just see what's happening and just eat them up. So I'm excited to see what he could do. But yeah, he hasn't thrown a reception yet, and you figure he would have by now at some point. And he even hit EJ Williams on a throw over the middle. I saw that, but I saw the Benson one too, man. So if he's out there cooking. You want to see him get some first team reps though too. Like I know O'Connell was cooking.
I tell you, if Kirk's throwing picks in 7-on-7, the first team reps might come a little quicker. I mean, because that's the thing is Cousins was brought in, I do believe, to be the year one starter for a certain amount of games, maybe even most of the season. But you still got to be like carving up this young defense. And be like, damn, Kirk looks reborn. Like that still has to be happening. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying I don't think he's looked horrible at camp. I don't think that's fair to say. But I don't see anybody going like Kirk is that guy. Like I think people talk about Kirk Cousins the person, which is I'm glad he's on the Raiders for that because he seems like a nice guy and a great teammate. Everywhere, everyone that plays with him says he's awesome, and it seems to be the same with the Raiders. But I don't know. Trey Tucker was talking about Mendoza's like being big. He was like, I didn't realize how big that dude was. So it's like he's clearly standing out to these guys, and these NFL players don't like rookies the way that we do. Mm-hmm. Like Trey Tucker's doesn't like. I guarantee you, Trey Tucker going into camp, I'm sure he was like, cool. Oh, we got the number one pick, and it's Mendoza. He was a dog in college. Cool. But I think for a while he was like, yeah, but we got Kirk Cousins, and he got Justin Jefferson hella yards. He got Stephon Diggs hella yards. Like I'm gonna eat. But then he probably saw Mendoza go on the field, and he was like, damn, that dude's huge, which nobody seems to realize how massive the dude is.
Yeah, he is humongous, man. Like you see him in person, he is a big dude, and I didn't realize that. Mm-hmm. Watching him on film, I thought he was a little skinnier, but he's a pretty big guy, man. Like
235.
He is. That's a massive quarterback. 6'5".
That's a rookie. Quarterbacks do get fatter as they get older too. So like he will, like year 8 Mendoza, he's gonna be 245.
Yeah, that's a big ass dude, man. And he's at what's the similarities in Herbert and Mendoza body wise? Is Mendoza gonna be hella tough to take down just like Herbert? Yes, but he's not as athletic as just Herbert.
Yeah.
So just from like a lateral perspective. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he will be able to. Like it's gonna be more about Herbert gets hit a lot too, but the injuries do happen to him, but it won't. That's what you expect. You expect him to be able to take the body blows that come with it, just because he is that size. You know what I mean?
Also, I think what Mendoza is going to be good at is running is being a running quarterback and picking up yards with your legs is definitely an athleticism thing, but it's also a timing and understanding coverage thing as well. I think Mendoza is going to be good at DB's at their back's turn. Let me just go get this 15-yard run real fast.
Yeah,
that I think he's really good at. When he sees it right away, That's all over his Cal tape, and a little bit at Indiana too, where he just goes, "Nope, nobody knew I was bootlegging there. See you later." And I mean, when he gets in the open field, he's pretty quick. I mean, he's pretty quick. He's not sudden. I don't think he's a make you miss guy, but I think he'll be able to get you 10 to 12 yards, which the Raiders have been missing that forever. It's we're battling against this defense. We just need a first down right now. Can you go get it on 3rd and 4 with your legs? Like, I do think Mendoza is the guy to do that.
All right, this is a good question. Compared to the last 3 head coaches, what issues could y'all see Kubiak have from a game management standpoint?
I'm interested to see. So he ran the ball with Seattle quite a bit, but I am interested to see how stubborn he is.
Yeah.
That, and I know game management might not exactly answer DJ's question in terms of game management, like timeouts and stuff. Like, let's hope he's not a Robert Saleh. Like Robert Saleh.
We got Antonio Pierce. That's
right. Yeah, that was the worst.
Calling timeout with like 6 minutes left.
That was the worst. But let's hope he's not. And you don't want him to be like the emotional challenge guy. Belichick was actually awful at that. Like Belichick would just emotionally challenge a play. Like that was stupid. And he would throw a flag. You're like, dude, don't throw a challenge flag. And you would definitely get. I'm more so like, okay, game flow, right? Understand how the game is. Okay, this game is 13-10 right now. Both defenses are playing lights out. You're not getting anything against this team. What's your plan? That's the thing I want to see against Kubiak. Because I did see sometimes with Seattle where I was just like, man, they would just run Kenneth Walker and like the same like outside runs. Sometimes you're like, man, that's not there.
Yeah.
I would see that sometimes. And I don't think everyone loves to be like, that's not going to happen. We don't know. He's a first-year head coach. We don't know. There's going to be things he's going to have to learn. And this is a good year to do it.
Honestly, I think that's where like Mike McCoy is here, right? Like the assistant head coach, that veteran type of guy that he can lean on for things like that.
Right.
I think that's where those guys are here for, man. Like the Rick Dennisons, those type of guys, they've all been in the NFL for a long, long time. I mean, the only young guys are the OC, which is, I mean, is he an OC? It's more of a title, right? And then the Rob Leonard. Like all the other guys, like Mike McCoy's an old guy. He's the assistant head coach, and I think that he's going to have a lot to do with that, right? And so hopefully he just has the guys around him that can get that done for him, right? I mean, it's because it is tough. I mean, game management is tough. You have to understand when to call timeout, when to run the ball, when to get into 4-minute offense. Do you stick with the 4-minute offense? Do you pass too much? Or if your quarterback's hot, you're up. Do you become Kyle Shanahan in the Super Bowl? Like
that's what I mean too, is that stubbornness, just that kind of high on your own supply.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That really can come back on you. So if it just depends on how he leans on things, and you're right, Glenn. I mean, like a part of game management is the play calling, man. Because like if let's say they're up, right, and Mendoza starts off really hot or something like that, or Kirk Cousins, Mendoza starts hot. They get up like 20-0 or something. They go in the second half, and they keep throwing, and eventually Kirk Cousins like fumbles, takes a sack, those type of things. Like people are gonna freak out, right? So there is some game management around it that way too. But I think he does have a philosophy that, one of the good examples is him changing it last year, because last year they were more of a play action early team, run the ball, play action. And they kind of changed it up a little bit where they started what I would say run the ball more often without the play action and do more drop back passes. So that adjustment happened mid-season when they had they went through a little rut offensively.
Right.
He adjusted it. So those elements are there for that type of game management. But it's going to be interesting to see how he handles those things. It's going to be important to see what like Mike McCoy and those guys are actually there for him. So
yeah, because this is year one. I mean, this is year one of his coaching, and people saw Ben Johnson just fix the Bears last year, and you're like, oh, okay. I hope so. I hope that's the case, but I don't think it's fair to put that expectation on somebody right away. That was year 2 of Caleb Williams.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have a rookie quarterback this year. If Mendoza's starting, if not, it's Kirk Cousins. Like you do have to. It is a different situation, but hey, I still think the ceiling, by year 2 and 3, like when he's really hitting his stride. I mean, hell, he's got his dad too.
Yeah.
As a reference,
Mm-hmm.
like he's got his dad, and there's lots of he's got plenty of old school people to tap into. It's just, do you do that? Do you care, or do you go, I won the damn Super Bowl last year as a play caller? Like these head coaches, they're one of one a lot of times. There's only a few people that can do what they do. So they don't. Some of them like to listen, some of them don't. I just don't know enough about Clint Kubiak, the person. He seems like a really stoic, nice guy, but what's going on inside?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's just internal.
Just on the DJ side.
There you go.
With the stoic demeanor, he's emotional. It's all internal.
Mm-hmm. DJ actually writes my answers for me before Friday Night Live. He sends it over. He's like, I'm gonna ask these questions. These are gonna be your answers.
Yeah, man. Basically, you're saying Kubiak needs therapy. That's what you're saying, bro. You're saying he needs some therapy.
Yeah, well, this football is therapy, Marcus. That's the thing with the Raiders is, well, you need this? No, football does everything for you, and that's the guy Spytek's bringing in. Is what do you need in life? Is football.
Can we talk about Herbert being pussy whipped for a second?
Yeah. It's
because I keep seeing people, people bringing up Herbert.
Didn't he miss games or not games, but the practices
for a tour?
What?
Oh man, that's his first.
He's not the first quarterback to date a celebrity.
I know, but I'm like, damn, bro, you're 6'5", 240. This is your first good-looking girl you dated or something? Like,
yeah. Josh Allen was not missing any Buffalo stuff or anything Sinners related.
No, he's not.
None of that
at all.
None of that. It was never. It's like you're not the first guy to do this. Yeah, I'm just saying, man, that McDaniel and Herbert thing doesn't work this year. There's just plenty of content that's generated. Yeah. Plenty of it. And this is year 3 of Harbaugh, by the way. That is funny. But this is year 3 of Harbaugh. This is when Harbaugh starts to Jim himself starts to kind of they go like, hey, is Jim as good as we thought he was? Like every team he's on. Not Michigan. To be fair, Michigan was a completely different situation why he left there. But in the NFL, the Niners, like the first 2 years, everyone was like, damn, the Niners look sick. And I don't even think the Chargers look as good as those Niner teams ever did. But that year 3, that's when the players start going, man, I'm done with this who's got it better than us thing. Mm-hmm. 7 to 8 teams a year have it better than us.
Yeah,
because we lose in the playoffs.
Trey Lance getting those reps, bro.
I know. How fun would it
be? Maybe that's why he likes it.
3 first-round picks for Herbert to the Vikings.
Trey Lance. Trey Lance getting those reps, bro.
And then Trey Lance is starting for the Chargers next year. That's crazy. Because my actual hot take is I think the Lions are gonna trade up for into the top 5 next year because they're gonna be done with Goff after this year. But that's an even crazier one.
That's a hot take.
I think the Lions are on the downswing without Ben Johnson. I think they're gonna have a year from hell this year. And I think they're gonna be a team that's takes a quarterback in the top 10 that nobody's talking about right now. But anyways, that was that I could Harbaugh would do something like that. Like Harbaugh's thought about it. I know he loves Herbert. Oh, it's my guy. He's the toughest guy ever. But he has thought about it. Like, Trey Lance, that's my Colin. It's Colin. If you squint enough, it's my guy.
SG Raider is just went all in up there. He just
yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Yeah, I wouldn't. Here's the thing. I'll say maybe not, but I wouldn't bet against you.
You're
saying, Glenn, put some money on it. I'll be like, I can't find my wallet. And for anybody who has not been following the chat, go ahead and look yourself. For what I'm talking about. I won't say it.
I'll put it on the screen. I'm not gonna put it on the screen, but it's right there for you. But I agree, Glenn. I'm not gonna put it past him. Right? I'm not gonna take that bet.
No.
I'm not going to take
Man, we
that.
got to beat these damn Chargers this year. Because
I know, man. We have to, because like I am gonna meme that music video, right? I can't wait. I can't wait to meme that damn music video.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Man, everybody, people are Jared Goff fan. I like Jared Goff too, but he's the type of guy you get tired of when you don't win after a while.
Exactly.
That
100%.
always that guy. You look at him like, and I think Jared Goff's good. I think he's a good quarterback. But after a while, when you're not winning, you're like, get this slow ass, like baby deer, baby giraffe, like clomping her feet around quarterback out of here. I mean, the Raiders fans should know that.
Yeah. Yeah, Goff. Yeah, he is that guy. And then, like Drew Tastemaker. Is it Drew Tastemaker? Is that his name? Tastemaker? I forgot his name. Mestamaker, something like that, or
that's what I'm saying. There's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot. I just mean like there's gonna be a lot of guys there, and if like the Lions are just like, man, we stink this year, and their division's nasty. Their division's nasty. I don't know.
Yeah, because the thing about this quarterback class, these guys are big. There's no short guys anymore. The short guys are.
Yeah, and I'm a Jared Goff fan, so I'm not even trying to hate. Just a thing I can see happening that nobody's ready for.
I mean, that wouldn't shock me. He's Jared Goff. Like, it's not to me. Yeah. That wouldn't be that shocking, because since he's getting older and it is Jared Goff, you know what I mean. JPJ underrated if he stays healthy.
Yeah, I mean, if he stays healthy, that's the thing. You have to show you can play all year and take this seriously. Now, he's going to be an interesting guy. I know Kubiak probably loves his good tape, and he plays the style I think he wants to play. I think what the Raiders need out of JPJ, I hope he can give them. I hope he has that same intensity he has right after the whistle where he's throwing a guy through the center of the earth. I hope he has that when he's conditioning in the offseason and stuff, and really trying to take it seriously, because you can hear when people talk about him. That's probably the problem.
Yeah,
is that it's just like, okay, you're big and athletic as hell, but you're getting these injuries. All of these things are happening. Like, are you sure you're doing everything in your power to mitigate that?
And he's out there starting, and we're not really having a conversation about it. He's the starting guard. I mean,
right. They're going to give him the opportunity, I think. Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see, though. Was Zune playing left guard, or was he playing right? I don't remember. They didn't really say.
I thought it was right guard, but I could be wrong. I mean, right guard seems like, I don't know. Yet another week of Spencer Burford.
I'm having hope. I'm holding out hope here.
Yet another week.
Because to me, I'm not gonna lie to you, Glenn. I think it would be, if you play Spencer Burford, I feel like you should play Mendoza because he can move.
Yeah, and I will say Burford will run block though, and if they want to just run the ball this year, I can kind of get it a little bit. I'm not saying I love it, because I don't, because I really want one of these young guys to go win that job.
Yeah,
more than anything, it's just like, man, Caleb Rogers, please go beat this guy. But let's say they just want to run. They want to run the ball, and if you have Linderbaum, Spencer Burford in the run game, JPJ, it's like, okay, I understand what you're trying to do. The problem isn't that you're down 10. You're down 10 in the fourth quarter, and you just got to pass the ball, and you have Spencer Burford out there, and you're like, against Chris Jones
with Kirk Cousins out there, and he can't move.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is you're just going to get a lot of fetal position, self sack.
Or shit against Thule, man, for the Chargers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, there's a lot of them. I mean, the Broncos, they got all those guys. Like,
Zach Allen.
Like, they got all these big dogs. I mean, the Chiefs drafted Peter Woods.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, they got a lot of that. So that's my problem. I think early in the game, when you want to establish the run and like really pound the rock, like, I don't mind Burford, but it's just, you got to be able to like do something in the pass game.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good transition. We talk about the offensive line a little bit. Charles Grant's playing right tackle.
Love it.
I think that was the most positive thing I heard out of camp the whole time. I was like, okay, finally we get to see him at right tackle. I mean, Vinny told me that on the radio that he was playing right tackle last week, but I'm like, we didn't hear that at all. I don't know if he He told me that.
Okay.
So I was like, kind of caught me off guard because I'm over here talking about how there's no right tackle depth. And he's like, well, Charles Grant played right tackle. I was like, oh, my bad. But
Okay.
we know that for sure this week he played.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that, Glenn? What are your thoughts? I mean, I'm really excited about that, to be honest.
I understand that probably the idea for him is to be Colton Miller's successor at left tackle. I understand that, and I think that's totally fine if that's your goal for him, because I'd be very surprised if Colton Miller is here for longer than a year. Let's be real. Like, I'm not certain that happens. He would have to have a lights out. He would have to be all pro this year for them to give him another contract and play at least 15 games.
Yeah,
doing that for Colton Miller. So I get that, but there is just nothing stopping you from giving him reps at right tackle. Okay. If you think that's wrong, look what the Lions are doing right now. I just brought them up, but they're going to put Penei Sewell back. They're switching an all-pro guard back to the left, or I'm sorry, all-pro right tackle to the left. They're just saying, hey, you're playing left tackle next year. Because Blake Miller. They drafted Blake Miller, and you're playing left tackle now. So if he can get moved, Charles Grant can get moved. Like, you can go do that. I need to see it fail, is all I'm saying. And they need to see it fail. There needs to be reporters going, oh, man, Charles Grant got his ass whooped. His feet don't look right over there. It's just not the spot for him. That's what we need to see before I say put him back on the left. Let's see what happens. Because for now, I think that job's open at right tackle.
Yeah.
I don't think DJ Glaze is cemented in as a starter there. I sure hope not.
See, the thing is with DJ Glaze, right, is that he played well his rookie year, right? We can all probably say that. I mean, he's a solid player for rookies, third-round guy. We really had no high expectations for him. I thought he exceeded his expectations rookie year, right? So I was a little excited about him going to year two. Took a step back, right? He can still run block too. Like, if you're thinking Spencer Burford can run block, DJ Glaze can still run block, right? Can he move laterally? I don't know.
I don't think so. So,
like, is he a little bit of a liability moving laterally? I think so.
I'm concerned about him. His athleticism shows up against very athletic edge rushers, and also in space. I think when he's just hat on a hat and the guy's in his side, I think it's fine.
Yeah. So, but if they feel like they could fix him, right, they might feel that way. That's the thing about DJ Glaze, because he had that good rookie year. He didn't play well. You could blame the coaching, right? I mean, that's something you could do as an O-line coach. I could just look at this big, impressive dude with his long arms. I could make something out of this, right? I mean, that's what you're thinking of Rick Dennison. Like, I could make something out of this because I know there's a potential there, right? So that's why I feel like Glaze does have a shot to win that job, because if they feel like that there's something there, they're going to try to get the most out of it before they go to Charles Grant. Now, do I think the leash is small on DJ Glaze? Yes. Like, if we get to week 3 or week 4, he's not playing well, Charles Grant's gonna be out there, right? I think that's where we're at. We're at the leash. You know what I'm saying? We're at the leash point of this, where DJ Glaze just has a shorter leash than he usually would have, right? Because if Charles Grant's playing right tackle, that means he's on the come up. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but what if DJ Glaze is getting his ass whipped in training camp with pads on? Then what?
Then you play Charles Grant.
Okay, so I mean, because you said week 4, and I was like, ooh, I think the leash is short enough to where if it doesn't look good in camp, I think Glaze is. I'm not saying he's out, because Grant would have to look good as well. But you'd even start thinking about Trey Zoon a little bit. Like, you'd have to do something about that, because that's the thing, is if you're playing the rookie quarterback, you can't have a turnstile at any position on your offensive line, especially right tackle.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, if he's getting his ass kicked, I mean, because the thing is, it's rough with that, right? Because if Matt Crosby's healthy, right?
Yeah,
is he gonna look good? He can't.
No, and Kieran Crawford's very athletic. I mean, if he's going to have some reps against Kieran Crawford a little bit, where I think
Yeah.
DJ Glaze really struggles against those Chop Robinson, those like really athletic, sudden moving edge. I think against a power rusher who wants to run through him, you're just not really going to run through DJ Glaze. So I think there's plenty of and I know there's a lot of people that want to put him at guard. It just doesn't seem like that's what they're interested in. It doesn't seem like the staff is interested in having him at guard. We'll see. It's something to monitor. But it seems like Glaze is a tackle for this team.
Yeah, and I honestly, I think it's gonna, stay that way because at least going into the season, because I think Glaze can hold. I think he can hold his own in like the preseason and things like that. I think there was some games where he was able to hold his own a little bit, but I always feel like that there's just some guys like a Nick Benito. He's never gonna be able to block, no matter who's the coach. Like I don't.
Right. That's what I mean. You know, like. I can't make you more athletic.
Exactly.
I mean, you can do a few things, right? You can be like, okay, I've been working on my pliability. I've been working on this and that. But at the end of the day, like, so has Nick Benito probably, and he's been working on that as well. and it's just at the end of the day, it's just tough. It's like receiver. You know, it's like certain receivers that aren't fast enough, right? It's like you're never really gonna separate. A lot of
exactly.
So it's just it's tough. I know people are saying, why can't you put Glaze at guard? I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying this staff doesn't seem like they're going to do it. I could be wrong, and maybe it's something that we see, right? We also said Grant wasn't playing right tackle, but now maybe it is something they do. There's been 3 staffs that have not done it since DJ Glaze has been drafted. It's the same thing with JPJ at center. There's been people that come in here that are just he's not the center. Somebody is getting in there and getting the film and coaching these guys and going, and making that decision. And a bunch of different people are deciding that as well.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like, I believe he's a guard too. Like, I'm not disagreeing with that. I would never say that I feel like he's a tackle, but nobody else does. Because they see this, because I mean, you have to understand, O-line is the most coachable position, right? I mean, that's the position where people feel like, if I coach you up, right? I can, Jordan, the dude from the Eagles, right? Mailata, yeah, right. He barely played football ever, right? And they have Jeff Stoutland over there. He got coached up. He's one of the better left tackles in the football. So that's how O-line coaches think. They think like, if I could just fix this guy's technique a little bit, if I can fix his feet, I could do these things. Right. I can make something out of this huge guy.
Right.
Right. But I believe that he is better inside. So it's not something I'm not gonna argue with anybody with. I'm not gonna be like, he shouldn't be there. I 100% agree. So
they like the arm length too. They want that arm length on the outside, I think is what it is. Wasn't he a 34-inch arm or something like that?
Yeah.
He's got that like highest percentile arm length, which again, fans might go, who cares? A lot of people care. And also to your point about it being the most coachable position, I think that's 100% correct, by the way. I would say D-line is second, right? Like, it's just you get like anybody that plays as that kind of unit in the trenches, because for one, it's a cohesive unit. O-linemen can't really do a lot of stuff by themselves. You got to practice with that team. So coaches can go, well, how can I hide this guy a little bit and get only the best out of him? And I think they talk themselves into a lot of linemen that way. So we'll see. Yeah. And I just hope Charles Grant just takes off running at right tackle, because that to me would be the best. I don't know if it's going to happen, but if he just takes off with that right tackle job, and you're just like, imagine how set the Raiders are. It's like, imagine just knowing you were set at right tackle this year. Mm-hmm. That's not exactly something I thought would happen for the Raiders this year. It would be such a bonus thing, because I'm already looking at tackle next year in the draft.
Yeah.
For either Colton or him or the right side. I'm kind of thinking like, man, they might want to get the best tackle available that they can in the draft next year if they're a 5 to 6 win team.
Yeah, especially if Charles Grant plays really well, man.
Oh my gosh, that would change I mean, do you have DJ's question? Because I think that's a kind of nice way to lead it. I thought DJ asked that once again. A day that ends in Y. The DJ asked a great question about the wild cards for the Raiders. I thought that was Charles Grant's up there. Charles Grant's up there.
Who is the offensive and defensive wild card for the 2026 Raiders?
My right off the top of my head, if I had more time to think about it, maybe my answers are different. Jack Besh and Malcolm Kuntz. If Malcolm Kuntz is like good, that's when you start thinking about the Raiders being a surprise team. And if Jack Besh is good, that's when you start thinking about the Raiders having a really good offense. If Jack Besh, and I think they like Jack Besh. I think he's showing a little bit, So if it's those two, I wanted to say Kieran Crawford a little bit, and I wanted to say Darian Porter on defense as well, because Darian Porter, if he's solidified a corner spot, and then you're just going to run McCoy out there as well, you're like, ooh, might have a little something on the outside. But I will say I will commit to right now Jack Besh and Malcolm Kuntz.
See, mine, and it's gonna be corny, but I think it's Trey Tucker.
Yeah, sure. 1,000-yard season from Trey Tucker would do a lot.
If Trey has a big season, I think this offense is going to be really damn good, right? And Kubiak loves Trey Tucker, right?
He does.
He's the only other wide receiver we've heard about is Bowers and Tucker. Bowers, Tucker, right? I feel like that's all I heard out of OTAs. So I feel like he's kind of telling us something already. I think that's the biggest one. My defensive wild card, I agree. I low-key, I agree with you with Malcolm Kuntz. Mm-hmm. I do. I low-key agree with you with Malcolm Kuntz, but I'm going to say it's Quay Walker.
Okay.
If Nakobe Dean is healthy, I know he's going to play well.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. It's no question. If Nakobe Dean is healthy, he's going to ball. It's consistent, right? He's literally might be the best free agent signing they had, in my opinion, because I know if he's healthy, he is a stud. Quay Walker is a stud one game, and then he looks like shit the other one.
Right.
So, if he can put it all together, having his homie next to him, he might be that guy. And I kind of want to tie it into Cody Linderberg too. Because if
we might be the only people talking about him right now, but
right?
we brought him up the last 3 weeks.
Because Cody Linderberg was the starting linebacker this week. I don't know if you saw that. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. And my buddy Ryan the Lion, did you see him flexing with the white TDL hat and the Cody Lindenberg jersey?
I saw that. Yes.
Cody Lindenberg is from his area. I guess he's got some ties to Cody Lindenberg.
Yeah.
So Cody Lindenberg is a Minnesota guy. So, yeah.
I mean, because that's what I'm saying. If Quay Walker or one of those guys doesn't play well, then Cody Lindenberg, I just think that linebacker group, if they can put it together, I think it's going to be a big wild card for them, right? So,
good.
What if Cody Lindenberg is that dude, man? That 7th round pick that just gritty, got his way up on special teams. Now he's a starter. He ends up just being a stud linebacker.
A fan favorite. He'd just be make a couple big plays in the year. Just that's a huge play, forced fumble, tip ball interception, just to seal a game. Just a couple plays like that. But again, he's shown he can tackle in the open field. Another one I will say, I didn't really want to put a lot of rookies in the wild card thing because these guys are rookies.
Yeah.
But Malik Benson pops out a little bit. He's in Trey Tucker talked about him. There's a few people that kind of talked about him that just said that guy moves. He's quick. He catch and it's not I think he's that's a guy Dante Thornton's gonna have to watch out for Malik Benson. Because
have you heard anything about Dante Thornton?
He hasn't been practicing the last couple of days, if I'm not mistaken. I think he had a little bit of a little tweak or something. Just nothing crazy. He did warm-ups and walk through, but he didn't all out practice. I'm saying Malik Benson's the type of guy to go. John Spiketek was like, all right, let me get another one in there and let's push Dante a little bit. Yeah. And I think Malik Benson has pretty damn good film at Oregon where you're just I don't know what the ceiling is of that. I like your Compton Nelson Aguilar a lot.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of like, that's not my number one receiver at all. But if that's my number 3 receiver, I'm really excited. So you're looking at Trey Tucker, Jack Besh, and that. Like, is it all going to happen this year? I'm not so sure. But if that ends up becoming like a fun little core, and then you're able to make a big move for another receiver or something, you're like, damn, now we're loaded. And Benson's already showing out a little bit. I think one of the plays everybody was talking about was Mendoza hitting Benson on a deep ball, which is really nice. That's just something you really want to see right away. That's why I was not so worried about Mendoza getting a Surratt or any of these guys. He transferred to Indiana, and it looked like he played with these guys for 5 years.
Exactly.
That's what Mendoza is. That's why you draft Mendoza, is because everyone clicks. It works immediately.
I mean, Dante Thornton has some really cool Playboy Cardi clothes on Instagram. I know that. He looks. He's.
Man, I can't, can I say something? I don't follow a single Raiders player on social media. You know why? You know why? Because I'm a hater, and here's the thing. Like, I got a YouTube thumbnail of Ashton Genty talking about his new puppy on a live stream, and I was like, "Get out of my face! I don't want to hear." He was like, "My uncle's calling in. We're talking about my new pup." I was like, I don't want to think about that right now. And I know that's what the kids do. This is what the young people do. I get it. I have a visceral reaction to stuff like that when I need you to go run people over. And what I do is, I know that's irrational. I remove myself from that by not following these guys because I don't want to see it. The less I know, the better.
The only reason I followed him because he was doing all those interviews, so I was like, trying to get on the show. He'd answer me. So
we can get a player. Yeah. I feel like we can get a player. We're not in the top 10 Raiders thing, but we could get a player.
People were putting us in that Mount Rushmore, and I'm like, why does no? Yeah, I don't know.
On this show, I feel like we could even. I mean, maybe not everyone's around on a Friday night, whatever. I get it, but we could even pre-record something, like a 20-minute interview and end with that.
Yeah,
and just put it out there and be like, oh, part of Friday Night Live, and we'll end it with a 20-minute interview with Darian Porter. You know what I mean? Or somebody like that. I don't know. Just somebody who's interested in that. Like, we could totally do that. But I'm a person who talks I get it, but I don't play football. And so when I see, I was just looking, I had no reason to be mad about the Ashton Genty thumbnail of him talking about his new puppy, but I was just like, no.
Exactly.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I mean, Dante Thornton just looks really depressed. He looks like he's listening to Destroy Lonely. Just
when they draft a 4.37 guy that can catch the football.
He's got these pictures like this, and he's like posing.
I know. I got coworkers that do that. Yeah.
Showed off the. I'm like, damn, man, you spent all that on the watch, man. Because you get to watch, you're all depressed, so you're just.
I got coworkers
so sad.
that do that. I got coworkers that do that. They'll be like, I'm tired as hell. This job's killing me. I'm like, you suck at your job. I'm like, you don't do anything. You were in the bathroom for 45 minutes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's.
I mean, hey, I would love to get Mendoza on here. I don't think we're there yet.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I mean, hey. The channel takes off after that happens, by the way. I'm just saying you double subscribers when that happens.
Yeah.
But I think you work your way up. You kind of get some, Hezekiah Masses. You start getting people like that. And what's good about the Raiders, they drafted a lot of guys that love football and tape and things like that. Mm-hmm. Traden Stukes, I thought, was phenomenal on Ted and Marshall Newhouse's podcast. Like, guys like that, they love to talk ball.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not anti-time theft. I am anti hanging out in a nasty ass work bathroom though. Like, I would rather do my job than hang out in the bathroom that I work at.
Why are you hanging out in the bathroom?
It's hella nasty, bro. They're talking on the phone in the bathroom while they're doing stuff. And I'm just like, doing my job is not as nasty as that. And I don't even love my job like that.
He said, does anybody have Make-A-Wish kits? The wish to be Mendoza on TDL.
Well, I hope none of you have Make-A-Wish just for our own, just for your own sake. If you do, I will pray for them. But it's just gross.
Hold on, we got two rumors here. We got Keon Coleman trade.
Yeah,
which I don't know where I don't know where that's coming from. OC Chris, thoughts on is that really a thing? Like
I saw it like a graphic, but it looked like a Mitchell Renz joint. To be quite honest.
Okay.
And it looked like one of those like Raiders trade a 5th round pick for Keon Coleman. I'm like, what if we got him for free?
And then we got Stephon Diggs rumors. Tell me it ain't so. No, I'm gonna tell you guys, if Stephon Diggs sounds to the Raiders, I can get him on the show.
Here's the thing about that. I've heard some takes about it, and I don't know that they need to do it.
Yeah.
And it could be bad. But if nobody else wants him, like I know he's done stuff with rookie quarterbacks. Rookie quarterbacks and Stephon Diggs, it works. It works for a year. I would sign him for a 1-year deal and get him the hell out of here after that. Like, nope, not giving you any more money. Thank you for your service. I appreciate you. If you can list us as a reference for your next employer. But I would do it. It might go bad. Mm-hmm. It doesn't really match what they're doing though right now. It really doesn't.
It doesn't.
Like they're not bringing in those types of guys. They're actively avoiding those types of guys.
I mean, the thing about Stephon Diggs is that he was good last year. Like it's undeniable.
No, he's a very good player.
He was good. That's the thing about like when you look at Diggs' numbers, because last year he was 85 catches, 1,000 yards.
Yeah, he's good and a young quarterback. He's done it. People forget Josh Allen was very young when Stephon Diggs was there, and Josh Allen took off when Stephon Diggs got there. Yeah. Drake May took off when Stephon Diggs got there. So I get it. If they did it, I get it. But if they don't do it, I get it. Because him in Vegas is insane.
Yeah, there's just too much in Vegas for him.
Yeah, no, I like again.
I mean, to be honest, like getting women pregnant does not get you kicked off the field.
No, it doesn't. I mean? No, because Josh Jacobs just now got in trouble.
Josh Jacobs. It's funny. I put the Discord.
No comment. Innocent until proven guilty. I'm just saying nobody cared about Josh Jacobs. Has been being fruitful and more multiplying. Let's just say that much for a long time. It hasn't been an issue, and then now it's an issue. Now it's an issue.
Yeah, because that's what I'm talking about. Like, I put the Discord. You just don't let your daughter date running backs. I mean, that's something I would never do. Like if Mountain Point has some running back that's at Texas right now. I told my daughter, like, you can't date that guy because he likes to get hit multiple times a game. About 20 times a game, he likes to get hit in the head.
Did you show her film when you said that?
I actually did.
He's running duo. He's running duo here.
Do you see this? You see this? He's a psycho.
Yeah.
I know he's going to Texas. I don't care. He's going to Texas. But like, because you got to keep it real, man. Like, if you played running back, I don't know anybody who's in the chat has played running back. There's like times where like you'll be like trying to break a tackle. And I'll remember, like, I tell the story. I was like in JV, and I used to play running back a little bit. I used to kind of do I was like the jet sweep guy, right? And I was playing Hamilton High School. I don't know if everybody's ever heard of that, but like this is a pretty big high school in Arizona. And I was doing the jet sweep, but I was getting my reverse, man. I got my little 12 yards, and I was breaking another tackle. And this dude who ended up playing at ASU, linebacker Adam Vincent, he hit me so hard while I was being held up that I got up seeing stars. And that's like a normal thing for running backs. Like they get hit, bro. Like the running backs get hit.
Do. That's why Genty played 17 games last year getting hit like that. He's crazy.
Exactly. That's why Josh Jacobs, you remember Josh Jacobs, he'd have like a dislocated shoulder and he would still try to run somebody over. Like, these guys aren't, you just don't let your daughter date them. Like, I'm just saying, guys, that's just my little tip for the week. Is if you got your daughter brings home a running back and he's really good. I mean, maybe he's the backup and he's like maybe the third string, all right. But if he's like got a scholarship or something, he likes pain. He enjoys
Yeah.
us.
You know, there's a country, you've probably never heard the song, but there's a country song by Willie Nelson and
Okay.
by Waylon Jennings saying, "Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys," right? And it's just
Okay.
all this like, you know, they're gonna be crazy and all that stuff. There's another version which is, "Fathers, don't let your daughters date Cowboys running backs." Or just, you know, anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. He said, well, dude, what are you trying to say, Glenn?
I mean, if you're big on Waylon Jennings, it would be one of my favorite surprises ever. But yeah,
I was a big Willie Nelson guy.
yeah. I mean, you know, you guys could bond over maybe one thing, but yeah, that's yeah. Willie be 92 blowing it down for sure. But yeah, other than that, I don't know.
The widest thing I've been doing lately is I've been listening to Slayer, Rented Blood.
You are a sneaky metal fan. Yeah, I've known that about you for a while. Yeah, you get it though. Like it's rap.
Exactly.
No, it's rap. It's a beat. People just don't get that. It's like, yeah, it makes you want to run through a wall and lift and do all this stuff. Like, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, Rain and Blood goes crazy.
Rain and Blood is that's how I have to be like a certain mood to listen to that shit. That's just crazy.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Nuts. And they were on Def Jam for that shit.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. Like, people hear it and they're like, "This is scary," and it's like, "Nah, but of course it's tight." Yeah.
I mean, it has a message though. There's a message to the scariness. You gotta listen to it.
Yeah. No, they're scary. I mean, and they were really about that life too.
Yeah, they're fucking nuts. But yeah, metal is rap now is a wild take. I wouldn't say it's not really. I mean, it's kind of from the rebellious type of thing. That's what I mean.
There's rhythms to it. You just double double the time signature, and it'll be like a trap, like a trap beat that you'll hear, right? If you just double it up, with double bass pedals, it's the same kind of groove a lot of times. Like, people just don't know that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
You'll see all these reactions of like, rapper listens to Children of Bodom for the first time, and he's like, "Whoa, this is crazy." And it's like, yeah, because it's a beat, basically.
Because the thing, like, I remember the lead singer of Slipknot. He said that he listens to hip hop.
Well, they were like rap, borderline rap.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But
that was new metal.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's like,
don't start talking about that. We will not do anything for the next hour to talk about that. That was not on the docket you sent me.
Yeah.
I will.
Get the deep into metal and shit. Yeah.
I love rock. I mean, I just music encyclopedia guy myself personally, but
yeah,
that's for another time, guys. We'll talk about Raiders.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking about Raiders here, guys. You know what I mean? We get into, you know, he was they want a metal breakdown. They want us to react.
Hey, become a member, maybe for members.
Yeah.
Sign up to the channel, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And then do some Discord metal breakdowns to get costumes.
Yeah. Reaction. No, those reaction videos go crazy on YouTube. And I like them. I think they're fun too. Like, when people are like, "Oh, I love this song. What do you think?" You know, like, I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're doing that with Drake so much. Yes.
See, that's too it needs to be more far removed than like rap fan listens to Drake and reacts to it. No. I want to hear a rap fan listens to, you know, the Rolling Stones or something. Like, that's what I like. Like, it's stuff like that where it's like completely different genre. Mm-hmm. Then I get the real you sometimes, you know. Yeah.
He said Stone Sour.
Stone Sour. Come on.
Yeah, we're getting real deep here.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get some more questions here. I've got some good questions. I feel like I'm missing.
You do need some Alice in Chains, Marcus, by the way.
I like Alice in Chains though.
They go crazy. I mean, they go. Man in the box. Man in the box is like, that's when you draft a linebacker in the 6th round and you're like, go look at his highlight tape, and Man in the Box is playing and he's got blood coming out of his nose. You're like, yes.
Of course, Kenny P goes to the Guar.
Guar. Not Guar. That's a little too much for me.
Yeah.
I can't do the outfits like that. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's too much. Which Raiders wide receivers are going to be the most fantasy relevant? I say Trey Tucker. What do you guys think?
I would agree with you. Trey Tucker.
The contest. Wonder will we see more work between Besh and Naylor?
That's a good competition right there. I think Anthony's really getting it right there. I think they're competing right now.
You think
Besh
so?
and Naylor. Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about them really too much. Have
I
you?
haven't heard anything about Naylor. Besh, I've seen some people talking about Besh. Matt Harmon has kind of brought him back. I don't know if you follow Matt Harmon at all. I think he's pretty good. Reception perception, I think is his kind of thing that he does. He's just a wide receiver guy. He does it for fantasy football, kind of for Yahoo. That's how he makes his money. But I think he likes charting receivers. I think that's his like sicko mode kind of thing. And he was saying like Jack Besh is open when he's on the field, which is what you've been saying as well. It's like he gets open. So obviously the last coaching staff just didn't want him or something. And what can we even say about last year's coaching staff that would make us trust their opinion of him? I don't know what he is in the NFL. I don't think he's ever going to be this, perennial 1,000-yard, 10-touchdown guy, but he gets open and he can catch the ball. And I think he has pretty good yak ability. Naylor is interesting because I think Naylor is going to be the Seth Roberts of this team. Big catch, couple really big catches where you're like,
thing with Jalen Naylor, right? Is I just think that he is so regular, and I think Jack Besh has more potential to be a better player. I think he's a better route runner than people give him credit for. I think people just label him as a tight end. They just see a big white guy and they just like he's a tight end. And I feel like he runs routes better than people think. I feel like he understands that he is not the most what I would say shifty player. He's not going to do the whole, crazy route running that, a lot of these guys do with like rocker steps and like look like Hunter Renfrow. I think he knows how to use his physicality and things to create separation, knows how to use his speed, knows how to get angles. I think there's a lot of potential with him. So I just hope they don't give up on him. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Naylor, because even though we're thinking, okay, they paid Naylor $11 million, to be honest, that is not that much money.
No, it's nothing.
So that's how you got to look at it. You got to look at it that way. So if he doesn't get a bunch of targets and Jack Besh ends up being the guy, they'll be fine.
I think Naylor's going to make a few really good catches for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Like, and I think, I mean, a couple key first down. Like, I think he's Seth Roberts, where you're like, man, where are you? Why can't you do more? But then, like, damn, you just won the game for us.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. When I watched him, I was just like, that's Seth Roberts. I mean, Seth Roberts was still the strangest Raider I've ever watched play.
Yeah, Seth Roberts is only good in the fourth quarter.
And he would break that broken tackle against Tampa where you're like, what the fuck? He looked like Jamar Chase.
He was only good in the fourth quarter, bro. He only was scored. I feel like he had like a lot of fourth quarter touchdowns.
In the first quarter, it would be 2nd and 9. He's looking at his hands like, what did I dropped it? What am I doing?
Ball hit him in the helmet and shit.
Yeah, what am I? What sport is this? I don't football. How do you play? And then in the fourth quarter, it's just Randy Moss. I think Naylor's going to have those ups and downs, those peaks and valleys.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's get some more questions here, and then we'll get to the tournament here. Odds of Jets being first pick next draft with Geno.
I mean, he is the tank commander. I think if they keep, they're going to be interesting, because I don't know if Aaron Glenn's going to be a good coach for them. And how bad do you want that pick? Because if you want that pick, and the Raiders learned this with Josh McDaniels, if you want that number 1 pick, you keep that coach all year, and you just ride it out. Geno and Aaron Glenn. The Raiders did it last year. Pete Carroll and Geno. Kenny Pickett. Sprinkle Kenny Pickett in there a little bit. But for the most part, like it was just ride it out, get that high pick. We'll figure it out next year. But the Jets might, since you're in New York, they might fire Aaron Glenn by week 5 and put Frank Reich in there. And Frank Reich might run off like a 3 out of 4 win streak randomly. I'm not saying he's a great coach. I just mean just the change might do it. And then they also have 3 first-round picks, so they can trade up. They can. The problem is you're trading up. That team might not want to trade down. Yeah. You're like, okay, you got 3 first-round picks. I don't care. I like this guy. So it'll be interesting. I don't know. People saying the Cardinals are going to be the worst. I don't think the Cardinals are going to be the worst team in the NFL next year.
Did the Jets draft a quarterback? Did I miss that?
Cade Klubnik.
I like Cade's film more than other people, but I wonder if they're going to draft Pitt and Sorsby.
I think it's between them and the Steelers in the supplemental draft. Because if I'm the Steelers, I throw a pick at Sorsby. And my quarter. Well, because the Steelers, I just don't think are going to be picking that high next year. Like, not high enough, I should say. I think they'll be picking 15, 16 or something like that, to where they might be out of the thing. If I were them, I would if I was the Steelers, I would use a supplemental like third. McShay's talking about supplemental first. I think he's insane.
That's wild.
That's insane. The guy has a gambling addiction.
Yeah, so why is the NFL ignoring that? I feel like him having buzz to get drafted is crazy to me.
Terrell Pryor's tattoos got more attention.
This dude's betting on table tennis.
He said Turkish basketball. He was betting on Hedo Turkoglu.
Like, how does he even know what to bet on? You know what I mean? Like,
no, he's a freak.
This dude's betting on.
He's a freak. I would not draft him. I would have him on this show.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, Brandon, Friday Night Live during the season is a game.
Yeah, that was the best. What do you got for us,
Brandon?
He's a special guest. He just pops up like
Brandon. Underwater basket weaving this weekend. What do you think? Brandon, highlight is happening in Sri Lanka. Who do you like?
This dude's betting on cricket. The cricket.
Yeah. Art Schleister. There's a throwback. Thank you guys for that. I really appreciate that.
Art Schleister.
For that name. Yeah,
he went first round though.
He went first round and gambled his way out of it. He was Ohio State. It was a Heisman at Ohio State. This is 70s.
Yeah.
Amazing story. Colts, I want to say. Amazing. So yeah, that's Sorsby, man. So, but if I'm the Steelers, I give like a supplemental third for sure. Supplemental third, supplemental fourth. Go get Sorsby. It's not something you're like horribly missing the next year, because right now the Steelers have Rodgers, who that's year by year, that's day by day if we're being real, and then you have Aller, who you had to uninstall.
Yeah,
how he played football. And then if you had Sorsby in there, you'd at least give yourself an opportunity to tap into that class that you probably won't be able to tap into.
I'm literally in shock that he's getting that with this much buzz. Like,
Todd McShay said he would use a supplemental first round on him. I said, Todd, you would be fired. That's why nobody's ever hired you to be a GM.
Like, that's crazy. He has a gambling issue. Like, it is bad. He's
horrible.
Betting on Turkish basketball. You see, like that's what I used to like. Go hard at the sports books, and I haven't really gone as hard as I like with the baseball this year, right? Because
you can't do it. Baseball's not. Baseball's
tough. Baseball's tough, right? But like, if you're going Turkish basketball, bro, that's a we got to pull you to the side.
And he's got a crusty ass, like Pornhub ass laptop that he watches it on too. You know what I mean? Like just crusty ass, like you got to like he's like, hold on, I got to restart it at least once when I open it. And like one of those, like, and he watches like Turkish basketball on like on methstreams.com.
And to be honest, like, how do you sleep, bro? Like, if
you're gonna play Houston tomorrow.
Are you sleeping? Staying up to watch Turkish basketball?
You're gonna play. Yeah, you got a game against Arizona State.
It's so crazy to me that this dude, we're even talking about him getting drafted.
There should be a 30 for 30 on this. I follow every aspect of it. I can't get enough of it because I'm like, dude, I know exactly who you are.
it it's just so funny to me, like what the NFL like actually decides we don't
Yeah.
like. I
It's gonna
mean,
be
Turkish
real.
basketball gambling, but
Mhm.
have you seen him juke a player in the hole? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just it's crazy to me. But anyways,
Unbelievable.
it's so wild that he's even getting taken.
If somebody spent a supplemental first on him, I would fire my GM immediately.
Like, he's gonna gamble on the game they're playing. He might blow the game. He might throw a pick on
Mhm.
purpose because it's over under. All right. What about Genty? You think Kubiak is actually going to use him like CMC? Yes, I do.
I think he's going to be used like every running back. I believe him when he says they're gonna need Genty to tap out. He's going to need to sub himself out, like type of thing. And Mike Washington will be there for sure, and maybe Genty has to miss a game or two. Who knows? But yeah, Genty, and I think they're going to throw the ball to him a lot. I thought he looked so. Nobody's talking about this with Genty. He can catch the damn football.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about he can run routes. That Houston receiving touchdown, that's just memory hold. No one cares about that. Where he runs the wheel route and takes to the house. No one cares about that. Everyone's like, no, he can't. He's only in the flat. That's all he could do.
He did it a couple times. Man. He did it against Colts too.
That's what I'm saying. And yeah, exactly. And so I'm just like, that's all there. The sky's the limit. I don't know. I'm very high on Ashton Jesse. I see some people coming around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are saying like, hey, they actually had 1,300 yards last year. That's kind of crazy. Yeah. Thoughts on Laki Tassi moving back to defensive tackle? I can't wait. That's why I watch preseason football, because I just want to watch him take a center. So it's funny is I don't know I can't remember who they play in preseason, but is Pat Coogan on any of those teams?
I don't know.
Because that's the type of guy who'll get run over by Laki Tassi.
To be honest, I know a lot of fans like Lucky Tassi, but he's not beating out Gary Smith. Let's start there.
For sure. I'm just talking about what's happening. The reason I'm watching the third quarter of a preseason game is him running over some guy who is not an NFL player. But he's in the international program. They can stash him more. I mean, you never know. He is athletic as hell. So Gary Smith was interesting. I did watch your guys' little thing on him on UCLA. He's got a role. There's a spot for him.
I mean, if you could do one thing like that,
yeah. His agent picked the right spot. They were like, they don't have that, so go there.
Exactly. You know what tripped me out because the last episode we did, but Corey Rucker is the highest paid undrafted free agent.
Oh, it's not Hemby?
No, it's Corey Rucker from Arkansas State.
Rucker Park.
He got the highest bonus out of all the undrafted. Like, they must be really high on him. I thought that was crazy.
Like, it's my last.
I was like,
Yeah.
Like, wow. All right, who you got having a better year, McCoy or Porter? I hope it's Porter.
I hope it's Porter. Porter's gonna have to do it. Yeah. He's athletic as hell. People just forget about how athletic he is, and on special teams too. Like he's gonna have to do it.
Yeah. How much stock can we really put in the OTAs? Nothing, because Jerron Kreiner.
There's just a few things you can do. It's more so the work ethic that you hear from people.
Yeah.
I think the thing is here's the thing about Jerron Kreiner. No one ever said, damn, he's fast. No one ever said that about Jerron Kreiner because he's not. So Malik Benson blowing by people going, okay, all right, I think about that for a second. And then I wait to see if I see that elsewhere when the pads come on, preseason game. Sure. But like contested catch guy in like OTA, who cares? You don't have pads on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Does Bo's nephew make the 52? I mean, there's a shot. I mean,
Chad Jackson, he finds a way, and he's a preseason legend, so he will go off in the preseason.
Yeah, I agree with that. Are they taking it too slow with Mendoza? Seems like they just have him learning. Meanwhile, the players are speaking highly of Kirk.
I don't think the players are speaking that. They're speaking highly of Kirk's career, not what he's doing at practice. Mm-hmm. Kirk is in command of the huddle, which you better be. You're 36 years old. Welcome to the 36 chambers. You better be commanding the huddle. They're not talking about Kirk's arm. I think Trey Tucker said he throws a nice ball. That's what he said, which I agree that Kirk Cousins is an accurate passer, and he always will be. And he'll be accurate when he's 72 years old.
Yeah.
But you're not hearing like, man, Kirk, like he's moving different this year. Like you're not hearing that.
Mm-mm.
That's when you did. I understand what you're saying, DJ Diesel. That's a cool picture, by the way, on your profile. That looks like a fun party that you were at. I truly mean that. I will say the Kirk Cousins stuff is all about his career. And NFL players, when they talk highly of somebody during a press conference, they value what guys. If you've been in the league for a long time and made a lot of money, a lot of NFL players are like, that's a good dude. Because they're trying to do the exact same thing. But nobody's talking about Kirk's arm. Nobody's talking about Kirk's mobility. None of that's happened yet.
Yeah. Kirk's just a vet, man. He's a vet.
He's a vet. He's doing vet no T, and he still threw a pick in 7-on-7.
I just don't know how you do that.
Todd Monken. When I saw Todd Monken do that, people were like saying like Todd's being a little harsh. I said Todd is correct.
Bro, I'll never forget it. My dude Matty Brown, who actually does Seahawks things, he's from UK, and my first time to the Senior Bowl was like 2018 or something like that. And there's this player named Tanner Lee. I don't know if any Nebraska fans in here, they probably remember Tanner Lee from Nebraska.
Sure. Oh yeah. Of course, I've won and lost money with it.
Tanner Lee for Nebraska. This dude in the 7-on-7 session threw 3 interceptions. And I always remember me and Maddie be like, bro, you cannot play for us if you throw 3 interceptions on 7-on-7. There's no pass rush. 3 in front of scouts?
Yeah. I mean, there's no pass rush, there's no pads, there's no physicality. No one's getting jammed to the degree that would happen in pads.
Why is CMV talking about stack bundles in our chat? We're getting really deep into the New York.
Yeah, that's like LimeWire era underscores in the track name. You'd be like, why is Tupac was on this song? That's crazy, LimeWire. Thank you for telling me that. That's crazy. Stack bundles on the song with Tupac. Oh, I'll download that LimeWire. Oh, the computer's done.
Oh man, stack bundles.
Come on, man. Wow. This is deep off season.
Yeah, I know about stack bundles. I'm thinking about the 6 minutes. I'm thinking about because he used to be part of Joe Budden's.
He was tight. No, he was tight. No, he was tight. Of course. Come on, bro. You don't have some secret guy that no one knows about. Come on.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
What's that? Who was that? Saigon? You guys remember Saigon? Yeah.
Fucking Saigon.
He was LimeWire. He was a big LimeWire guy too. Yeah. He was in Entourage. I was rewatching Entourage, and he's in episodes of Entourage. I was like, why did you guys get Saigon? You guys thought he was gonna blow up.
In 2004, you couldn't tell me that Papoose, Saigon weren't gonna blow up.
The Saigon Inspector Deck track with the whistling beat, that was hard. Yeah. That was a hard ass song. Yeah.
You could not tell me Papoose when he's doing the alphabet with Clay Slay. You couldn't tell me that Papoose was not going to blow at that point.
People loved Papoose. They did.
You couldn't tell me at that point.
He was on the biggest highlight of his career was being on the Touch It remix with Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
And then there was like he's going to take off. Nope, didn't happen. But
they were like, okay, you got to make a song now. And
that's the problem. That's the problem. That's why it was like, hey, you got to operate under center and read a defense.
Exactly.
Oh shit! This isn't 7-on-7 anymore.
Yeah.
Saigon did screw over Turtle. Thank you, Kenny. Entourage reference. I totally agree.
All right. Let's get into the tournament here. We're getting these questions.
Let's go to the tournament. People want to talk music. That's when you need to get the tournament.
Yeah, so we need to get the tournament going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Let me pull up the YouTube channel here. Let me get to this. Let me get to our page here, the stream. so we can get this going here. But we got so this week we got Ronald Curry, Jacoby Ford, McFadden versus Denver, Rod Woodson pick 6, Terrell Pryor, Jacobs 86-yard touchdown, Harris 99-yard touchdown, Mac pick 6. So should we start with, Cliff? Should we start with the Ronald Curry here?
Let's go to Ronald Curry. Let's go to the Northwest region.
Let's go to the Northwest region here. Let's see what we got on this one. So, Northwest region here, we got Ronald Curry versus Jacoby Ford versus.
It's got to be Ronald Curry still. I love that Jacoby Ford touchdown is sick. I remember watching it on TV as I did with the Ronald Curry one. Ronald Curry in the snow. These are both division opponents, which is nice.
Yes,
I think that factors in both regular season games. It's a very even matchup, but that Ronald Curry catch is still so sick. I got to go Ronald Curry.
Me too. I think you have to go Ronald Curry. You just have to, man.
It might win. I mean, I'll be real. This Ronald Curry thing might win.
I feel like it's gonna win everything. To be honest, it's just such a memorable catch. Like when you think about like the top 10 catches in the NFL history, that Ronald Curry catch is gonna come up. It is. Like somebody's gonna bring that up, man.
Yeah, that picture. Like everybody knows that picture too.
Yeah, it's a great moment. Like it was on national TV, Sunday Night Football. You know, shout out Mike Patrick and Joe Theismann. They used to be pretty great.
Theismann.
Though, yeah, Joe Theismann. I think it was Dan McGuire. Was Dan McGuire on that too?
Yeah, Joe Theismann changed his name to sound like Theismann when he was in the Heisman race. That's so his name was Joe Theismann. That's how he used to say his name when he was at Notre Dame. Yeah. Crazy. And he said, "I'm Joe Theismann." That's baller shit. If that happened nowadays, people would be like, "You're crazy." No one cared in 1973, probably, or whatever. But yeah, Ronald Curry. Did you say Dan McGuire? You say Mark? Did you bring up Mark McGuire's brother?
Dan McGuire?
Yeah, that was Mark McGuire's brother.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's like a 6'8" quarterback.
He was a 6'8" quarterback. He played for Seattle. Yeah, it's just not. Where did he go to? Oregon State? Where did he go? He was a high pick. He was a bust. But that's funny. I forgot about Dan McGuire. Brother is Mark McGuire, and you're the bigger than your brother.
Yeah,
who was on juice. Dan McGuire
from like the jump.
Yeah, your brother is 6'8". He said my little brother Mark just hit 62 home runs. My little ass brother.
He had his homeboy shooting syringe in his ass. Just Canseco.
Mark McGuire's older, but Dan McGuire's like, I'm 6'8", 240. Damn, San Diego State. That's right. That's where he went.
Him and Canseco, man. Him and Canseco.
Yeah, and that's crazy, man. That's some big ass parents, man. Whoever they were. But yeah, Ronald Curry wins.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty easy.
Paul McGuire was the announcer. I was like, I don't remember Dan McGuire being an announcer.
That's who it was. Paul McGuire. That's who it was.
Yeah.
Who to me, it was so interesting because what the fuck did Paul McGuire play?
Paul McGuire.
What what did he do?
All these Irishmen that are just sneaking in.
Like what? Honestly, what the fuck did he he was? You remember because he used to be on TV.
First off, put some respect on his name. He was a fucking pro football player.
Was he?
Dude, linebacker. First off, Paul Leo McGuire was born in 1938. Okay, he's still alive right now. He's 87 years old. He said, "I'll fight Marcus tomorrow." I just saw that right now. He just tweeted that. He was watching live. His grandson set up the stream for him to watch. But he played as punter and linebacker in the American Football League. Punter and linebacker. He's from Youngstown, Ohio. He played for the Chargers, by the way. So fuck him. By the way.
Exactly.
But did he play for Al Davis in 1961? That would be crazy. Because Al Davis used to coach the Chargers.
He might have.
He might have. This is where I need some of the OGs.
He was a great punter. Dog, what punter is an announcer right now?
Dude, he was an ace in the coffin corner punt. He might have invented it. Put some respect on his name.
I mean, he did lead the league in punt yards at a punt average. Like, I'm looking at this.
Yeah, Jim. This is who I need. I need Jim Vivian to pop up right now to tell me about Paul McGuire. Thank you.
Yeah, Zach, Jim, perfect timing because Jim
and Andrew Castro too. He brought up James Garner as the ultimate Raider fan, which I do kind of agree.
Yeah. Castro and Jim can let us know about Paul McGuire because
you said what did he play? He played. Three-time AFL champion. He's got 3 AFL rings pre-merger. 2-time AFL All-Star. 3-time AFL punting yards leader. He's Pat McAfee.
He has 9 career interceptions too. 9 career interceptions.
Damn.
2 Pro Bowls.
Hey, that's damn. That's sick.
3-time AFL champ.
Damn, he went to the Citadel. That's where he went to school. He went to the Citadel. That's nuts.
What do you even do at the Citadel? Is that an Army school?
Yeah, it's like you play Alabama week 1 and get like $2 million.
Okay. All right, so we're going Ronald Curry right here, right? I believe.
Yes, that's 100% Ronald Curry.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I love Jacoby Ford is truly like of that era, like electric, and I loved him. And he used to make cool contested catches too. But no.
All right, so the next one we're going McFadden versus Denver. Rod Woodson, pick 6. What do we got here, Glenn? What do we got?
See, it's weird. I'm torn between what I enjoyed more, which I love the McFadden versus Denver, where you're just like, man, that was so tight. Just tearing up Denver like that. Just arena league football. Looked like arena league running back. The Woodson pick 6 might win. I mean, that changed a season. They were a 500 team when it happened. They end up, using that as their last great season. It's got to be Rod Woodson.
I think so too. I think it has to be Rod Woodson pick 6. I mean, the McFadden versus Denver is like an epic run.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's an epic run. Like if you actually go back and watch it, like you're a Raiders fan, go back and watch it.
He looks like an ice skater.
Yeah, it's nuts
on that run. It looks like he's doing like when you watch speed skating. That's what it looks like it's happening.
Nuts, and that's why I get mad when people like talk about how good Jason Campbell is. No, you had that guy at his like a prime season
and a good offensive line,
and you couldn't get it done. And I know the year following, I still believe
he got hurt though. He did get hurt. I think that
did get hurt.
I think that collarbone year was a 10-6 season.
Yeah, they probably would have made the playoffs if he didn't get hurt, right?
For sure. Run away with that division if they do.
Right, but like it still would have been like you're right, like a 10-6 type of shit. Like he just wasn't that guy, right? So that it felt like when McFadden was at his prime and he was having those big years, they just didn't have that.
Yeah, and you had Chuck Bresnahan as your defensive coordinator, and he just never did anything right that era of his tenure at Raiders. But I do see there's a good call out there. I want to say CMV said this, where the McFadden days were so fun because it was after the like real debacle. Like I'll say right now, I watched the Raiders last year, and people talk about historically bad. It's still not as bad as like Russell era to me. It just isn't. Right. I'm sorry. And the but you see the McFadden was like you ever hear the Eddie Murphy Raw joke where he talks about the Ritz cracker? He's like, oh, Ritz cracker. I hadn't had one of those in forever. Is that a Ritz? Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's so good. Like that was just like we were so ready for anything. And McFadden was like, damn, we have like a guy who shows up on NFL Network and ESPN for like top plays. This is amazing. Rod Woodson's a Hall of Famer. And that was when the Raiders were good. And he took a pick 6 to the house. And these are both against Denver?
This is both against Denver.
Both against Denver. I gotta go Woodson.
I want to go Woodson here too. I'm gonna look at the chat here, but I would go Woodson too, just because you're right. I think it's a bigger moment, right? I think the Woodson run, the McFadden run, I mean, just feels like a better, like gave you a better feeling maybe as a Raiders fan, because it's against the Broncos. They beat them like 6-3, like 14 or whatever that game was.
Mm-hmm.
But like the Rod Woodson moment was a bigger one. So we got 68% 32 anyways. So
oh yeah, it's a landslide.
yeah, another landslide here. So we'll go Rod Woodson here. All right, so
Okay.
Final
Let's
four.
Let's get our final four built.
All right, so I think it gets a little tougher on this side.
It does. It does.
It gets tougher here. Okay. So
one of them gets very tough, in my opinion.
Okay, yeah, I do. Yeah. Should we start with the tough one?
No.
All right. So we'll go Terrell Pryor.
No. Start with the easy one.
Oh, this is the easy one for you.
This is the easy one.
All right, Harris 99 versus Mac pick 6.
Okay. The reason this is the easier one is because we're talking about a playoff season versus what was it, John Gruden's first year with the Raiders?
Yeah.
Or first year, second. Was it the second year? Yeah, it was because it was a Christmas Eve game, I want to say. Dwayne Harris. It is incredible. In isolation, that is something you could show to any football fan and go, that's nuts. Picking the ball up where it's almost touching the end zone and just running it back. And Dwayne Harris is one of the most underrated special teams players of all time.
Yeah.
Cowboys, right? Giants, I want to say, for a little bit too. And the Raiders. The beast. The Mac pick 6. Is so you're talking about Newton coming off, and he was coming off an MVP season, I want to say there, and he tries to throw a screen, tries to do this kind of misdirection, fake one way, screen the other way. Mac just sniffs it out. He grabs it. It's something you do in a video game when you're like controlling the defensive lineman or a linebacker, and it's like the greatest play you've ever made in a video game, but a guy did it in real life against a former MVP.
Yeah.
And we're in that stretch where Mac is winning games for the Raiders, or closing them out at least, where he closed out that Buffalo game. I remember where honestly, just slightly below this is when he sacked Tyrod Taylor and fumbled the ball and got the fumble, and it fell onto his body and he grabbed it. That was amazing to close out that game. But it's the Mac pick 6. It's the Mac pick 6. Carr's got his broken thumb in that game, or some sort of sprained thumb, and I wasn't sure they were going to be able to go blow for blow in that shootout of a game. And Mac scored for the offense there while the offense was in a lull.
It was pretty close. This Harris versus Mac pick 6 was close for a second.
A lot of people love the Harris one, which I agree. It's great. It's just that season didn't mean anything to me.
Yeah, it's splitting up now, but like I have to go to Mac pick 6 because I remember that game.
I yelled
because the Panthers came back. You remember that? I mean, after that.
Yeah, Carr. It was the Carr broken thumb thing or whatever, the finger. It was bad. Yeah.
Fucking Ted Ginn Jr. We were talking about Ted Ginn earlier. Ted Ginn Jr. already.
Right.
He tore us up that game.
He was drunk, probably.
He had like a 90-yard touchdown or some shit. Remember that shit? Cam Newton threw like a 90-yard touchdown to his ass.
I know. They came out banging against the Panthers. We're like, ooh, we're going to spank up the Panthers. And then Panthers come back in. And then Mac really reset the game with that.
Yeah. Because he did a sack fumble on Cam in the game too, didn't he?
He did. And also, that play won Khalil Mack the Defensive Player of the Year. And with Max Crosby, there's 2 reasons he hasn't won Defensive Player of the Year. One, they just don't go to the playoffs enough for that, and it's tough to give Defensive Player of the Year to a guy who doesn't make the playoffs. But Max Crosby doesn't have a defensive touchdown.
This is why I like just the DJ, because I remember this. Yeah,
he did. He did. I remember it.
I remember like arguing. I remember after the 2015 preseason, people were like arguing about McGloin should start. I remember that shit. You remember that?
Yeah, exactly. And but Max Crosby hasn't won a DPOY, Defensive Player of the Year, because he doesn't have a defensive touchdown yet. And that's the one thing Max is really missing.
Yeah.
is the defensive touchdown. Defensive touchdown like that wins you awards. You have to have it. JJ Watt, right? He always has that like take one back to the house kind of thing. And that's the one they show when you win the award. Look, Dwayne Harris, I'm sorry. It's amazing. This Mac pick six thing is different. I did yell like the no-hitter, actually. In fact, more. To be honest, more.
You were at the game, weren't you?
Me, no, I was not.
Oh, you were at the Titans one with
one of the best. I've been to some good Raider games. I saw them. I sat behind Marshawn Lynch's whole entire family on Mount Davis. He basically like bought out Mount Davis when he was on the Seahawks, and I sat behind his mom when the Raiders beat them 33-3. That was tight. And then I was there when Jason Campbell broke his collarbone, but the Raiders had the best special teams game they've ever had alive. Kevin Boss fake punt touchdown or fake field goal touchdown. Jacoby Ford took one back to the house. And then I was also at the Max Crosby 4-sack game on Ryan Finley of the Bengals. Those are like some of the best Raider games I've been
to. All right. Here we go. All right. So we got one more here. I think this is a tough one. This is
the toughest one by far.
All right, so we got Terrell Pryor, 93-yard touchdown versus Josh Jacobs, 86-yard touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, 86-yard touchdown, and Terrell Pryor's 93? I can't remember how many.
93-yard touchdown.
93-yard touchdown. I like it because they're both seasons that are kind of lost. They're not. Neither play catapulted a team into anything. Let's be real. So I like that it kind of equates that. So you can toss that out in terms of what they did for the season. I'm going to go by an absolute just 2% difference. It's 52-48 here on the Jacobs 86. Because it's overtime. It won the game.
Yeah.
Terrell Pryor's was first quarter. And I will say on its own, it's more impressive.
Yes.
Just on its own, you're like, that is insane. And I remember that was at the time I started thinking Terrell Pryor's our guy. Like, this is the guy. I don't care. Make it work. This is the guy. But with the Jacobs 86, he won the rushing title that year, I want to say. And it just that won the game. That was a crazy Seattle game. Carr threw picks. Geno was throwing picks. It was just a crazy game. It was just a shootout, and the Raiders just called game with that. So I gotta go Jacobs 86.
Yeah. This one's so tough. Like, I'm looking at these results, man. This one will be close. I'm gonna let this one vote out a little bit.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong here in terms of that, and I won't even argue it, to be quite honest.
It's closer than I thought. It's pretty.
This is the
close.
toughest one by far. I agree with what Matt was saying. Like if I'm Matt, if I was a team in this, I'd be like, why am I playing Dwayne Harris right now? I want to play Dwayne Harris and be a 10.5 point favorite against Dwayne Harris.
Yeah. See, to be honest, like I lean towards Jacobs 86 for a touchdown too because
it won the game.
Also, like at that point, you gotta understand the Raiders were 2-7 at some point in that year. Remember, the Raiders like we felt like the season was absolutely fucking over. Like in that game, the Seahawks were actually pretty good that year going into that game. That was an upset, right? And that's why I always laugh. Like Josh McDaniels got mad at Derek Carr because, like, I remember like the last drive to tie the game to go into overtime. Like, and Derek Carr did some like Tom Brady shit where like they ran the same play like 5 times.
You're right.
But Carr went to a different read because that's how McDaniel's system set up. Like the Erhardt Perkins set up that way. Like you can run the same play, but if you read it differently, you can hit a different target every single time. And that's what Carr was doing on that last drive. He would hit Devontae, then he hit somebody else, and then he hit somebody else. And they went all the way down the field and they tied the game. And then they got that long run from Jacobs to end it. Man, I would lean towards Jacobs too, to be honest. Like,
what's the poll at right now?
We're at 62-38. It was close. It was like
Jacobs is pulling away, huh?
He's pulling away.
Okay. I think you can almost call it. I would give it another 10 seconds and see where we're at.
Yeah, because to me, like, it's so funny that they had a fight after that game, bro. Like, because to me, if you want your quarterback to run the Hartporkins offense, you want him to run it like that, where
Right.
you could run the same damn play over and over again, and he's hitting the same target. Like when the Brady played the Steelers, like I forgot what year it was. I don't know. It was one of those last years, like 2017 or like 2018, like one of those last years with like Gronk being great. They ran Haas wide juke like 5 times in a row, and Brady would hit a different player every single time. And that's how the offense is set up. Like Josh McDaniels really is not like Perkins is the coordinator. Really has nothing to do with anything. It's all about the quarterback. So if you have a quarterback who's able to run that system like that, why are you fighting with him?
Right.
You put up 576 yards. Like, why are you fighting with your quarterback, my dude?
Yeah, you should
He's
be
running
like,
your offense like how it's supposed to be run. Like, let him, like, leave him alone. And that's kind of where that season kind of fell apart after that because, yeah, I'm being serious on the last drive and the Raiders started the game. And if anybody remembers, the Raiders literally ran the same play, and Carr would just hit a different guy every single time. And McDaniels got mad, and that was really the whole fucking season, bro. It's fucking stupid. But anyways, my hatred for McDaniels.
Can we call it for Josh?
We can call it. It's Jacobs. It's Jacobs. We're calling it. Jacobs is moving on. All right. So we got a Final Four here, Glenn.
Yeah.
I feel like this one is a little unfair.
Yeah.
This could be tight.
That's like right now how nobody's giving the Knicks any credit right now, but it's just OKC versus the Spurs. And then you have, Knicks sweeping the East. That's
yeah. This is how it goes. Yeah, exactly. We got OKC versus San Antonio, Knicks versus Cavs,
Rams Seahawks last year, and then you had Broncos Patriots, right? Like it's just there's levels to it. That's okay. It happens.
Wow.
I think we'll get a true winner. I know who it is, in my opinion, but that in my opinion.
Who's your favorite right now? Is it Ronald Curry? Curry's your favorite?
No, it's Mac Pick Six.
Oh, you're going Mac Pick Six?
That's the best play. That's the best play I've seen from the Raiders in the last 20 years.
I think Curry versus Max Pick Six is going to be some epic voting. I don't know how.
I think it won a guy an award and it got the Raiders. It was one of the reasons they were in the playoffs that year. Like you just can't. And that play, I will say, like that play is about as crazy as maybe not as crazy as Ronald Curry, but like
the
screen just diagnosing, taking away the like no look kind of like spin around screen. I mean, that was incredible. Like that play, anytime when it kind of makes the rounds again, I watch it like 30 times in a row.
Yeah.
And I just like, I remember my wife was I just remember like my wife's work schedule from 3 jobs ago. When I watch it. Oh yeah, she was working that Sunday. That's right. She was working that Sunday back at the old job, but when she used to work Sundays. And I remember screaming in my apartment.
Damn, how long you been married, Glenn?
A long time.
No kids?
Not yet. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, it's a long time. Yeah, since 2017.
God
and we
damn.
went. And you know what our honeymoon present was
What?
the damn shake your dreads Marshawn Lynch game against the Jets when I thought the Raiders were going to be the best team in the NFL. We sat in the black hole for that game.
That was the honeymoon game. That was the honeymoon.
Yeah, we went. We got. She was like, we should get tickets because we got money when we got married. Like, so it was like, let's go buy tickets.
See if he stop smoking weed.
Yeah.
See if you, as somebody who smokes weed a lot.
I don't know how true that is. I don't know how true that is. Yeah.
I have 3. Just saying. Shout out my daughter graduating from my boy high school last.
There you go.
Night. But I have 3. So I don't know if that
it clearly doesn't affect that either. She graduated and is doing very well.
Yeah, she's great.
Seems very smart. Seems like very astute. She's not allowed to date running backs, and she's very smart.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Don't date running backs, and we're good.
Yeah,
we're good. Mm-hmm. We're good. All right. I was what? Shit, I was 21. She's 18. Yeah, I was 21.
There you go.
Yeah. See, so cool. Your wife is a Raiders fan. Is she a Raiders fan?
Yeah, always was too. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, not a sicko like me, but she when the games are on, she's watching.
CMP said his boy is still a pothead, couldn't get it done.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
See, I think I smoked so much weed. My daughter's like, I don't want to do that. I think that's what it was.
That makes sense.
Let me have a really high GPA.
Hey, it's not a bad situation to be in.
Exactly. All right, guys. Let's get this raffle going.
Raffle.
Hey, you guys, we got too many entries today. You got not too many entries. You want to get in the raffle? We're giving a tank top. I know the tank top and the sweatshirt is not that sexy. The tank top and the regular shirt isn't that sexy, but that's what we're giving out. It's summertime, guys. You guys want to be hot in these sweaters? You know what I'm saying? Like, and $1.99. Let me give you guys a couple of minutes. You can get a tank top from TDL or the sweater. No, baby. I don't know where Baby Shook's at. Where's Baby Shook?
Yeah, we didn't get Eddie. We didn't get Suge this week. I mean, the chat's been fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, but some of the regulars are not in there. It's like when you're at a bar and you're like, that guy in AA now.
Yeah, I hope Baby Shook's not in jail or anything. I hope he's okay. He's having those baby mama issues. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Somebody check LA County. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's in the bathtub falling asleep. That's funny.
But yeah, guys, $1.99 enter for this. Like I said, I ain't got too much, but we can still do it. It doesn't matter. We can do a smaller one. I don't care. But if you want in, you got to a couple minutes. Because I'll just run this. I don't care. No, anybody? No. All right, man. All right.
Are you on the screen? Because we're still on the bracket.
No, I'm on the screen. Yeah,
okay,
I'm sharing it right now. I'm pulling up the wheel of names right now.
All right.
It's not that many this week. It's not that many.
It's the
summertime. Yeah, summertime. I know you all got vacations and shit. You know what I mean? You got vacations,
kids' graduations,
graduations. You know what I'm saying? All right, just on the DJ, he's getting in there. Here we go. Anybody else? We're at the shuffle button.
Going once. Going twice. Sold.
All right, let's do this. We shuffle it up a little bit here. Let's go. Ryan L.
Ryan again. The man, he's got the Lindenberg, Cody Lindenberg, #1 fan.
Yeah. So that's the tank top right there. So here we go. Here we go for the t-shirt. Here we go.
Dre.
All right, so we got Ryan L for the tank top and Dre for show for the t-shirt. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I think this is pretty fun. We got we're at the semifinals for the championship for the Raiders thing. I think when we get to the last two, we gotta do like a deep breakdown. We're like, I'm gonna try not to get us flagged, but we should play a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're gonna do that. I'm gonna figure it out. But for the last episode,
okay, how about this? What if we watched the game that won?
But we have to do that on Discord. We have to do that on Discord.
That's fine. No, that's fine. Yeah. It doesn't have to be on Friday Night Live. Whatever game wins, right? So whether it's Khalil Mack pick six, I hope it's Khalil Mack pick six because that'd be a fun game to rewatch again.
Yeah.
If we watch that game again, Ronald Curry in the snow would be fun to watch too.
Mm-hmm.
But we watch those games again, be interesting.
Yeah, because that's the point, guys. Join the Discord. Make sure you guys join the Discord because that's stuff that we can do on there. We can do live games. We can do live streams during the season.
Yeah,
in my opinion, we can do watching the games live.
Yeah,
and we're watching all together. So it's important to join the Discord. Join the Discord, guys.
Yeah.
We got that going. We got that popping. So, you know what I'm saying? My old ass has got the Discord going. So you guys can join.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks good.
Yeah, looks good. And we'll get the live stuff, and we'll watch as soon as we get to those finals. We'll watch some of those games, man, because it'd be dope to watch Kerry Collins chop up the Broncos. To be honest,
wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah. I hope the Mac pick 6 wins. That's all I'm saying, because I want to read that game was.
That's a great game. That's a great game to rewatch.
That game was because it's epic. It's truly an epic game. Yeah. It was just injuries, all this, like, you know. So I do hope that one wins. But Raider Nation, thank you once again.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. We're out of here. Peace.